Hello guys, today I'm going to talk about how to identify the web elements using partial linked text. Partial linked text is used to identify the hyperlinks on a web page. Whenever you need to identify a web element with a portion of the text. So this is the syntax by dot partial linked text, and within the parentheses you need to give the link name. Now, let's open up Eclipse and then play around with partial linked text. So this is the test case that we are, testing today. So what we are trying to do, we are going to launch web browser with the selenium.dev, and then we are creating the, web elements for downloads. And then we are using the partial linked text to identify each one of these web elements. So if you look into my previous video, we used the linked text to identify the web elements. But here we are using a partial linked text. The link name is downloads, but we are using the first 4 characters to identify the web element. So this is the portion of the text from the link that we are using to identify the web element, right? And also, once the web element has been identified, we are clicking on the link, and then we are capturing the title of the page using get title, and then we are printing the page title in the console output to ensure that we are landing on the desired page. So we are following the same steps for rest of these links. Here you see documentation link. We are using just first 5 characters to identify the element using partial linked text, and also we are using first 4 characters for project, and then we are using first 3 characters for support link, and then we are using first 3 characters for blog link. For these 5 links, we are going to use a partial linked text to identify web elements and capture the expected title. And then we are printing all the titles in the console output, and then we are, quitting the WebDriver gracefully. So here, our major focus is on to, test the functionality of these 5 links, and click on it and make sure that they go to the appropriate page, and then capturing the title and then printing on the console output. Having said that, let me open up the Selenium page real quick and then inspect the elements. Go to downloads, just right click inspect. Inspect is already opened here. So here, right, and you see the downloads link, and we are going to use DON or DONL, that is portion of the text, to identify web element with the partial linked text. And also alternatively, you can use XPath with href attribute to identify these elements. There are multiple options in order to identify web elements, like as long as we have a unique href name for anchor tags, you can use XPath to identify the web element, and also you can use linked text, and you can also use partial linked text. So here you can probably check with XPath to see whether we can identify this element or not. Okay, here go to href equal to downloads. See here you can see, right? There is one web element is identified uniquely, and also this has been highlighted, downloads. So since we have a href attribute, and you should be using this one to identify the web element, and also you can use link text as well as a partial link text. If there is no href, we have only the better option left is using a link as well as a partial link text. So we are following the same approach to identify remaining links on the web page for documentation, project support, and Black. So since we have href for all these links, you can also use a relative XPath, to identify these elements on a web page. Now let's go back to Eclipse and then run this test to make sure that this test runs successfully and then capture the expected titles. All right. Just run as Java application. Browser is launched. Click on downloads. And then it clicked on documentation. And now we are on projects. And then it clicked on support. And then it clicked on Black. So driver is also quitted successfully. And the functionality that we plan to test is working as expected. And also you see here, right? We have printed each one of these titles in the console output. So which means that that test is verified titles of these pages successfully. All right, I think that's all I have for today's session. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.